None of us want to have to make the choice between necessary repairs around the house or a month of groceries, rather. But it's a sad reality that many families face. Well, one group here in the Valley has made strides to help families rebuild their homes and still make ends meet.
And here with more is Cynthia Baca, Executive Director of Rebuilding Together Southern Nevada, along with Marvetta King, who is one of the many people benefiting from this organization. Good morning, guys.
Good morning,
Thanks
ladies.
for coming.
Thank you for having us.
So first off, Cynthia, tell us about the organization.
We are Rebuilding Together Southern Nevada. We are the local affiliate of a national organization that provides critical home repairs to low-income homeowners at no cost to them. These are contractor provided, so the work that we do is warranted.
That's amazing.
That's awesome. And I know we're on the cusp of National Rebuilding Day.
And that is the frosting on the cake. The last week in April throughout the country, our affiliates bring together their volunteers to do what volunteers can do, property cleanup, exterior painting. One of our signature pieces is another energy-saving device. We xeriscape each home that we finish.
Excellent.
Scrape off old dead vegetation, put down rocks so that the water bills go down immediately.
Wow.
And how do people get involved if they want to volunteer?
We typically take corporate sponsored teams. We do charge for the sponsorship, which allows us to raise the funds to provide these repairs. And also we know who the volunteers are in the organization they're with. And we have teams who've come back all 21 years that we've been doing this,
wow,
year
That's
after
awesome.
year, and they bring other colleagues and their corporations, and so that will be happening. We're doing 20 homes next Saturday.
Phenomenal. That's
All on,
excellent.
wow, on Saturday.
And Marvetta, how did you hear about this organization?
Strangely enough, it started last year. In about July, my air conditioner broke.
Oh boy.
And
It's never in December.
never.
Why does that always happen? It is. It's always in the hottest month of the year.
And I'm raising 3 of my grandchildren, and they're special needs. And my youngest one, has a brain problem, can't have the temperature over 75 degrees.
Wow. No.
So I was really tripping out.
Yeah.
And a neighbor, I was talking to her, and she left, and then a couple hours later come back with this name of Rebuilding Together and a phone number.
Awesome.
And just said, call them, they might be able to help you. And so they came out, they repaired my air conditioner, and at that time, as we were talking, she learned that my husband was a veteran, and he's deceased. And she says there's a new program in town coming down. She says it'll be a few months before we know the details. I think you might qualify. And that's where it all began.
Wow.
And Cynthia, who qualifies for assistance?
Low-income homeowners, disabled, some families with small children, and they do have to be a homeowner. And in Mrs. King's case, she is part of a larger program that is a complete home makeover, all systems replaced.
Wow.
And so she will now have an energy-efficient home, plus safe place to raise her grandkids.
What an impact this has made in your life.
Oh my gosh.
Your family's
What
life.
a blessing to my family this is. My house is 38 years old, had the original windows. I think they were made out of tissue paper.
Oh, wow.
I have
It's something to dab your head when all the hot air comes in. Yeah, there we go.
I mean, I could hear the neighbors across the street talking.
Wow.
Because they were so thin. And they've replaced my windows and my air conditioning, and not just my air conditioning unit. They went inside the attic and tore all the ductwork out.
Wow.
Replaced all that. Put new insulation in. I've got new windows. I've got new appliances. I have a new bathtub and new shower because they had cracks in them.
What a godsend.
I mean, it goes on and on and on. And we went to a meeting about a week ago, and they said, this is not extreme home makeover, but for me it has been.
Well, and what also is great about that is sometimes if you let something unrepaired go too long, it can be so much worse. So the idea that you can even stay on top of it now too, I'm sure is
Exactly.
helpful.
Well, and then they haven't done the yard work and stuff yet because that's going to happen Saturday. But there was a guy from the city, his name was Eric, that came out. And he kept saying, this isn't up to code. And I went, I had no idea.
Right.
Even my windows were out of code.
Wow.
I didn't know they had a code for windows. I've learned a lot.
I need to go check on that.
Well, there you go. This is the learning annex of homes
Exactly.
now. Cynthia, how obviously this is not cheap, what you do.
No.
How do you get the funds?
If we raise private funds to support our programs, we then become eligible for some HUD funds, federal-based funds, such as what we used on Mrs. King's, because ultimately it will be about a $75,000 rehab.
Wow.
We have a $50,000 cap on the major programs. The smaller volunteer efforts, of course, are less expensive, and the sponsorships that the teams bring help provide for the rock and the paint and whatever else is needed on the exterior.
I'll tell you, it's great work that you're doing, and it's stopping those HOA letters from coming in, and it's helping not only your home value, but the home values around you to go up as well. It's a
well,
great
we
thing.
strive to stabilize the neighborhoods, and, you know, vitality of the community is important to us, and one home at a time.
Well, thank you so
Great
much.
thing
Thanks
you're
for
doing.
coming
Thank you
in
so
and
much,
everything
Marvetta.
that you do
Thank
for the
you.
community.
Thank you.
Well, this Saturday is National Rebuilding Day, and there's no better time to get involved with Rebuilding Together Southern Nevada. To do so, just call the number or head to the website you see on your screen.